Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
To help this channel, be sure to like and subscribe. This is a press release from July 21, 2015, and can be found at federalreserve.gov. Federal Reserve announces steering committees of new payments task forces. The Federal Reserve on Tuesday announced the members of the steering committees of both the Faster Payments Task Force and Secure Payments Task Force described in the Strategies for Improving the U.S. Payment System paper released in January 2015. Representatives were elected by the membership to represent stakeholder categories within each task force. 3 appointments were made by the Federal Reserve Task Force Chair to ensure that stakeholder perspectives were sufficiently represented. The steering committees will advise the Federal Reserve Task Force Chair on meeting agendas and assist in prioritizing the various task force activities. The committees will also assist in establishing and recommending the scope of work groups, synthesizing task force perspectives, and determining items in need of task force deliberation. We are thrilled to have the commitment, expertise, and perspectives of these individuals to help us identify opportunities to advance the speed and security of U.S. payments, said Gordon Workema, Federal Reserve Payments Strategy Director. The task forces have chosen an outstanding team to help guide these efforts and provide a balanced representation of payment stakeholder interests. One of the members of the steering committees is Ryan Zagone, from Ripple Labs.
Faster payments in the United States are very different than faster payments elsewhere in the world. There are thousands of financial institutions, there's no regulatory mandate, and there's just a lot of complexity and differing opinions.
The things we're hearing today are people are confused by our current payment system. Some payments get there in 2 days, some get there 1 day, 3 days. It's very confusing when they look at the fact they can send a text to a friend with a big file attached. They're like, why can't I send my money immediately as well?
One of the things I think really makes the U.S. market interesting from faster payments perspective is just how diverse and robust the landscape is, and that has historically accommodated a lot of really great opportunities. But when it comes to trying something new, it can be a journey, it can be a process.
I think the thing that made this journey unique is the public-private sector partnership that we've developed since day one. Early on in the process, there were many people that asked the Federal Reserve to step up in a collaboration and leadership role, and to their credit, they did that. And we've constructed this task force and this dialogue over several years now. So that public-private sector partnership and the collaboration that has resulted from those extensive discussions over many, many years has made this a unique process.
The journey to faster payments has been so unusual in that it's brought so many different stakeholders to the table, and it's really fantastic to have the consumer interest represented along this process. So to be able to raise concerns about folks that are otherwise left out of the traditional banking system and they have different access to payments has been really fantastic.
So we've been at this for 2 years. We did a lot of foundational work to understand where the U.S. was in the payments environment vis-a-vis other markets. We worked very hard at creating effectiveness criteria, what we think are aspirational attributes that we want to see in a faster payments environment in the United States. We invited the fintech community to submit proposals. We reviewed, assessed those proposals. Based upon all of that work, we looked at what the next step should be in the U.S., and that's where the foundation is for the recommendations.
The final report's really a call to action. It says what's wrong with our payment system today. It says we need to work together in order to improve it, and it shows in the end that we can make payments faster and people will understand why money moves the way it moves today.
I think that this is going to enable money to move in new, faster, more innovative ways, which will ultimately create new business cases and new product opportunities and service opportunities that weren't viable the way money moved in the past.
We're going to see at least 2, maybe 4 faster payment systems implemented this year, and without the task force, I don't think you'd have seen that.
Yeah, I think this is transformational for the banking industry and for payments in general, because we will get to what people expect. They will click on a button, the money will get there, and the receiver will have it right away. It's really pretty simple, but it's been very complex up until now.